Reefing fan, before I start today's video, I just want to share with you Black Friday starts now. Use the coupon code on our website, BF2022, to save 15% off everything. Check out these Australian gold torches. That's 15% off the entire site, BF2022. Enjoy today's video. What is going on, my reefing fam? March here. This is Fragbox TV. The lights are out, the store is closed. You know what that means? This is a coral ba-bomb unboxing video, which usually happens very late at night. Thank you for tuning back into the channel. If you're new, welcome. What is this? This is an unscripted, unedited, wacky vlog that follows our coral store here in Toronto and everything to do related to saltwater corals. I want to start doing something new before I start every video. First off, check this out. It's empty. This is one of our 220-gallon frag beds. It's not going to be empty when we're done. I think there's 191 new corals in here from Indonesia. The best they have to offer: hammers, torches, frog spawns, blastomusas, chalices, acans, acanthophilias, indophilias, all that fun stuff. Hey, you want a water box? Come check one out. There's one here, water box 20. I'm going to start doing my favorite comments from the previous video, and then I'll start the new video with the comment because you guys are really funny and we do read them and I really appreciate them. This one comes from Slow Bike Slow. I like the Fragbox cinematic universe is slowly expanding with nice hair Dylan and yogurt Matt, gradually getting more inclusion in the videos. Thanks, man. I really like that comment, and we're gonna keep including the people that work here. Let's get into it. I'm gonna grab some gloves and some razor blades and we'll start cracking these things open. Step one, before unboxing coral. Now you might be thinking, wait, didn't you guys just do an unboxing video? Didn't you just get in 200 new corals? Yeah, we did. They're almost all gone. This is our busy season. We moved through a large volume. There's still lots of nice pieces left, but yeah, it gets picked through. And these are all sleeping right now. I call them sleeping. They're basically not open. Check out this scolding. Looks really wonky. When the lights are off, it sends out its feeding tentacles. This would actually be a great time to go ahead and feed it. A lot of corals, like scollies, like LPS corals, they actually open up more at nighttime, and it would be a good time to hit it with some spot feeding. Okay, cut the top off the first one. Let's see. I have a couple other videos shot already, but if you guys have any cool video ideas, absolutely love seeing the comments. Whoa, look at the glowing light. Not to get sidetracked. You know what this is from? Actually, someone came by the store today and said, how come your stand is glowing? Because it's haunted. No, underneath we have a refugium and it runs on a reverse cycle. So it comes on for like 12 hours at night. Looks kind of spooky. Okay, let's see if we can get sidetracked less than 500 times this video. These are ice packs. Well, right now they're not ice packs. Now they're just full of water, but when they come from Indonesia, it is hot, I imagine, and here it is not. So they have to ship them with ice packs to keep them cool. This is actually a really good time of the year to ship because it's still nice on our end. It gets quite cold here in Toronto, lovely Canada. We go down to some serious negative temperatures, but I can tell already, I want them a little bit cool. Not too hot, not freezing cold. A little bit on the cool side is good, and that's always a good sign. Nice and clear. Let's crack this open. This is hard to do with one hand, but I'm actually getting kind of good at it. This is a trusty tool you will need if you ever want to unbox some corals. Get one of these. They're called razor blades. And if you ever thought about opening a coral store, do not do it if you enjoy sleep, because this does not go well with sleep. Okay, let me put this down for a second. Ta-da! What do we have here? Oh, I thought that was a euphilia. This is some alien sort of creature. No. Cabbage coral. No, it's a heart. Oh, I love you. No, I think it's a... I didn't order this. Did I order this? Elephant ear mushroom. That's what I'm going with. It's hard to tell. It's a little bit closed. Maybe I did. Sometimes I order late and I forget what I ordered, but it looks healthy. That's all that matters. I don't really care about what it is. As long as it is healthy, I can work with that. We can make it happen. Make it fly. First was the worst. I didn't even order it. Second is the best. What do we got here? Oh, mamacita. Oh, Dios míos. Looks like a... I'm going to give you 5 seconds to guess it before I say it. It is a... Come on. What is it? It's like Dora the Explorer. ¿Cómo se llama? Acanthophilia. Oh, this is a really nice one. Why am I using the lens? Should I take off the lens? I wish someone was here that could actually comment Not just me alone. Without the lens or with the lens? I think without the lens. Yeah, let's take it off. Man, that is a beautiful piece. And if I didn't tell you, I just took it out of a bag, and it's been in a bag for 48 hours traveling. You probably would not guess. You saw it happen there in front of your eyes. Literally just came out of the bag. If you ever thought about ordering corals online, you're kind of worried, why would I order corals online? That's weird. We ship a ton across the country, and think about it, how do we get them in? They're getting shipped to us, and they take a day longer than if we were shipping to you. Okay, you know what? I've been doing this a while, and I've never done it in the sink. What's wrong with me? I'm way dumber than I look. I should always do it in the sink. Who are you? Oh, you might be kind of tricky to tell because it's completely closed right now, but this is a flower pot coral. It could be a goniopora, it could be an alveopora. I can't tell from the skeleton. I would need it to open up so that I can count how many tentacles. What is this white thing growing on it? Oh, it's like a barnacle. No, it's a like calcified sort of tube worm, but this is going to be really nice. If it's anything like the photos, it should be really, really sweet. Okay, let me open maybe 10 of them, because if I do this, we've done 3 pieces out of 190 and change. We're going to be here until 2025. Too bad. We're going to be here till 2025. I don't care. Oh, open brain. Are you okay? Let's see. Let's check them out. Open brain. Trachyphilia Joffrey. It looks okay. I would like to see a little bit more flesh, a little bit less skeleton, but considering it just traveled so far, looks all right. And the water clarity is a good sign. Murkiness, you never want to see brown water or stinky water. Sometimes I smell the corals, and that's a pretty good indication of how they're going to be. Okay, numero 5. Looks like we have here a Cinerea. Beautiful Cinerea. Wow. I'm going to put them over here, and I start to organize them based on the, sorry Mr. Rock, I start to organize them based on the type of coral. This and this, if they touch, they're not going to kill each other. They shouldn't touch, still give them room, especially him. But as we get into some of the more aggressive ones, you'll see the LPS. I'll start to put the hammers all together, then the torches, then the frog spawn, then the chalice, and some that have some serious things. Are you humming at me? What is that sound? Do you hear that? Oh, I guess because I have it on full blast, running Radeon Gen 4 Pros across the entire store. If you're new to the channel, it doesn't normally look like this. There's people in here and staff and lights. There's other parts of the Fragbox multiverse. I really like that comment. Thank you. We're going to start to include more of the Fragbox staff. I got the idea from my brother. He follows the channel. He lives in New York. What up, Mo? And he's like, you should include more of the staff. You don't always show them on the video. It's a lot of times you and Tia and the other guys are there, and you know, everyone's got personalities. Like, talk about them more, and I think people would like to see more of that and kind of, you know, get attached to the different characters and lovely people that work here. That's while I'm talking to you about the multiverse, that's another flower pot, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say flower pot. Okay, let's see what else. While we're on the topic of staff, I'd just like to say I'm very grateful for my staff. I have great staff. They're just awesome. They come to work with a smile every day, and they're just great. They're just a pleasure to be around. They're like a work fam. Tia, Matt, Dylan, Mike, Jay, who recently left, but everyone that's ever worked here. Been very, very lucky with the staff, and it's one of the hardest things about starting a business is finding good help, finding people that are happy to come to work, that do their job, that find excitement and bring joy, and are just a pleasure to be around, and that do what's expected of them. It's tricky. Probably one of the hardest things, I would say, about starting a business, especially, well, maybe not just this one, but any business. Like, set up a business like this, I'm not saying it's easy. It's expensive. You kind of have to know what you're doing. Get the tanks, get the lights, stock the shelves. You got to be in the right city. Actually, I had a nice conversation with another store owner that just called me looking for like marketing advice. How do you drive new traffic? How do you bring new hobbyists into the store? Number one thing I said is YouTube. Get on YouTube. But that's not maybe plausible for everyone. Is just start a YouTube channel. We've been lucky with this one. It's a good question, actually. Maybe I should just do a whole video on that. This looks like it's finally a Euphilia coral. Euphilia. Someone mentioned, I saw a comment the other day that they got reclassified. I can't keep up. I can barely remember the Latin names of these things. I'll just show you 1 second. They wrap them like this, so it comes. This is a branching hammer coral. So I know this as a Euphilia. Damn it, you're screwing me up. Para-ancora. But now apparently they're reclassified. They have a new Latin name. So what I'm saying is I have enough trouble remembering this name, you know, I got this one down, and now you're gonna tell me this is no longer Euphyllia parancora, now this is Euphyllia, not even Euphyllia, it became something else. So I'm gonna stay stubborn in my ways and just keep calling it what I know it as. But anyways, if we forget the Latin name, it's a branching hammer coral, and this is a bouquet, so it has like a bunch of different colors, and it's in good shape. You can kind of see skeletons, so typically if, let's say this was in your tank for a week, that would be a very bad sign, but coming straight out of the bag, very good sign. Oh, camera gets slippery when your hands are wet. These flower pots are looking really cool, and this is a growing trend I'm seeing from Indonesian suppliers, is gardens or like combos, clumping together of different types of flower pots. Same with Zoa, same with hammers. This is something we really didn't see 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was one color and you wouldn't get two, but they're not going to kill each other. It's pretty cool. Just have one other thought while I'm unbagging these. There's so much plastic involved. It's actually, this is really, really wasteful. So we had a customer in today that had a tank back in the 90s. He's talking about chillers and ozone and crazy pumps, and he understands that a lot of it can't be used, but he was wondering how he can recycle it. And I thought that's so good that he's, you know, instead of just throwing it out. Did I order? I can't remember ordering these. Fucking elephant ears. They're really nice. I don't remember ordering them. Sometimes they send stuff. Anyways, he's very concerned with just like not throwing out a pump and how can I recycle it, and the magnet and the impeller. And look at me over here. That's a lot of waste every time we import. Quite a bit of waste. Okay, here we go. Blastomusa merletti. I really like these type of blastos. They're very different than the Welsey. They grow like these tall, calcified, cylindrical structures, and then they just shoot out a little polyp at the end. And these ones are actually green. Not the craziest color, but I've never got one like this before, so I was excited to see it in the photo from the supplier. I've seen the coral in person a few times at coral shows in the States. Sometimes we'll do Reefapaloozas or Macna, so I've actually seen the piece, but I've never had a chance to actually get one or import one, and I'm happy to see that it's looking very healthy with none of the heads showing any tissue loss. It's a really cool piece. I can't wait to see that open in a few days. One little sidetrack before we continue, some exciting news. These are finally available, our Pico 6 all-in-one tanks. We also have 18 and 24 gallon larger studios, and coming very, very soon, our own salt. Check it out, mixed with the levels that we would want to see in our own salt mix. Isn't that cool? Making it just for you guys. Alrighty, we're done a box and a half, and I just came across this beautiful Australamusa. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the most underrated LPS corals. It's kind of like, well, this one at least, it's growing sort of like a Monty cap, but the way it's painted, the way the colors go through it, it's almost like brush strokes. It's not going to sell very quickly. These usually sit here for a while until someone with a trained eye knows what they're looking for and can appreciate how cool and unusual this one is. It's an Australamusa. Right on cue, there is a second one that just came out of the bag. The last two we had here in the store, actually Tia bought them. If you don't know who Tia is, she's the lovely little blonde woman who manages and runs the store when I'm not around. She bought the Australamusas because she knows what's up. She knows what she's looking for. Coming across some Acanthos here. These are very, very usually they're big like this, or like 5 inches. But if you got a great little size, maybe Evo, good looking. This is taking, remember, and now taking, be married. This was on the relationship and be here at the store. And videos that if you're thinking to open, you got to be flexible with your, be able to pull all night. And sometimes in kids and partners, that all that kind of can get in the way. Did a little bit for me. Just speaking to you alone in the store. Part of the business. A little bit of sleep deprivation. Well, I guess what am I saying? A lot of people are sleep deprived. Get back into the corals. Put them all together. They look like, I'm not gonna lie, they look like clear water and not stinkly tomorrow. And some real fast bubble corals. some cool frog, more open brains. Time I do this, that's what I love about it. Even though you're hearing me bitch and complete, I am always surprised, and there's a new see 12 or something in business on how I started and why, and if you guys want to see it, but that's the one video. I don't want to do raw reefing on it. I don't want to miss parts. Photographer, so I'm going to get him to kind of tell you about the first tank. I wanted I was 15, that I wasn't getting chameleon. I said, okay, I want set, but they weren't swearing. Maybe I won't piss off mom. I go out and get a fish tank. And I was looking at, and my friend in bar when you're 15, he got one, and all he had was supposed to go over to his place. Supposed to go to his place and Call of Duty, and I think we ended up I just lost my mind. Stupid cleaner shrimp, and I think he made nothing. It wasn't a lot going. I became and found this website called, and then just spent every waking I get this him, and that's the obsession. Fragging and the business. I started with a tiny tank. Kind of lucky. The stuff did started growing out of the water, so I started fragging the corals and selling them, flipping them aquarium pros. So back in the day, there was marketplace. I think we had just the internet. Aquarium pros here in Toronto. Watching, I wonder if anyone remembers. Put up stuff for sale. This was eBay, and they would sell just right away. Afternoon, somebody would come pick them up. Selling them from home from my mom, and then my mom noticed that I was selling I think it was and oh my god, you made more money. Can you grow these things fast? How can you? How do you do that? Put that in my head. I never thought about selling coral. Little nice. Wow, my story, open brain. Beautiful. In a rare color. That's how frag box. We'll stick it right over there, but on that one eventually. All right, reefing fam, that's it. We are done 4 or 5 hours later. I am very tired and going to bed. There are some crazy pieces in here. I'll do another video in a couple days once everything starts to open up. If you're watching this and you see something you like in the video, you can always screenshot us or come in the store, but we don't have everything priced out. It does take a little bit of time for us to sort of work our way through it and then price things and move them around, so you have to be a little bit patient with us. The elegance corals that it came are really nice. Really big pieces, crazy amount of blastos. This would be a good time to do a blasto care video because look at this. I have tons of blastos in different colors to talk about. Sometimes I wait to have a lot of a certain kind of coral if I'm going to do a care video because it's kind of weird talking about blastos for 10 minutes when you only have one to look at. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Good night and have a nice evening or maybe morning or afternoon wherever you're watching from. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Fragbox TV. Bye for now.